Alright guys, so here's the second part, or third millionth part, on lighting candles and snuffing it out. Now, a lot of people have different methods, ways. I'm pretty much going to preach this every time. Again, my way is not the right way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying these are my methods, and hopefully this can encourage you to bring out your methods. So, lighting a candle. So after you anoint your candle, after you charged it up, after you give it the intention and power behind it, now it's time to spark up the magic. Now, a lot of people like to go with good old-fashioned matches to light it. The only time when I really use matches during my candle magics, I like to use it because it has sulfur, and I like to use it when I'm repelling something away from me, because sulfur is a very blech smell for me, and it evokes, it totally just brings image to my head like I'm getting rid of something, or I'm removing something from my life, or whatnot. So I like to use this as like kind of like a banishment, or a binding, or removal of something. That's the only time when I actually use sulfur. Use these use matches, because it's sulfur. You can use long, I call these the long lighters. They're really easy. These are really helpful when you have these candles, and this will probably be my next series on how to anoint these ones, the 7-day candles or Novus candles. These are really good for these, because you don't have, so when the flame gets really low, it's really hard to light them. I like to use a simple basic lighter, which is so funny, Gemini lighter. I like to use a simple lighter to light it. After I anoint the oil on it and I give it its intentions and powers, I usually light it. Some people like to cut the wick, kind of out of frame. There, sorry for the jump. Some people like to cut the wick. For these particular candles that I get from my shop, and I think you can get them at most occult witchy shops, I really don't cut that, because it to me, I just like lighting it naturally. I like to have the naturalness. I don't want to edit anything. So I just light the candle, and I just set it out, and I kind of meditate next to it, and I kind of give it power, give it thought, tell it, give it a command, if you will. Tell it what it needs to do, because it's just sitting there waiting for me to say something. So, after I do my little good 10 minutes meditation, some people like to burn their candles down all the way to complete. Some people like to burn it as much as possible, then bury it. Some people like to snuff it, like this video is going to be about. Snuff it, and then go out about the days and come back and resume, kind of like pause the spellcraft, and then come back and resume it. There's many different ways. Remember, candle magic is so simple, it's so easy, and it's customized. You can customize the way you want it for your daily life. Don't let candle magic to kind of rule you a little bit like that. But it actually, not only that, is that it should go with your spellcraft. So if it's a heavy ritual or a heavy spell, I think it'd be wise to kind of like burn it completely, so you know it's done. So, anyways, we done our spell. We fixed it. We asked for energy. We asked for balancing. We asked for a spark of life. So it's time to say, hey, my spellcraft is done, or I need to go to work. I got what I need out of this candle. Let me go about my day. It's time to do it. Some people like to blow the candles out, and some people don't. I like to blow the candles out if they're. For me, I like to blow the candles out if they don't mean magical to me. So if it's like a smelly candle that I'm just lighting up in the room just to, infuse smell. If it's just a typical candle, I blow it out. Now, if it's a magical candle and I'm representing it as something, I like to snuff it out. It's just the way how I feel. It just sounds right to me, but it's to each own. But if you want to be a snuffer, get one of these. As you can tell, I use mine like crazy, and this is like years upon years of wax. So get one of these, especially a long handle one, because it helps out with such candles like these. So I like to go Scott Cunningham style on this. As I'm snuffing, snuff don't just slam it on top, because you can actually smash the wick down to the wax and the wax will seal it over, and it's really difficult to do that. So from here, this is what I do. As though your flame is quenched in physical, be still shine in astral. Done. As you see, I didn't smash it down. The wick, let me see if you can put a little, see the wick is still there. And that's it. Call it good. Simple as that. Simple as pie. Some people use Anthonys. Some people use cups. Some people use like simple, like I've seen some people actually use like tea light holders and kind of like on top. I've seen many different ways and many different patterns. Some people use like the bottom of the lighter, which I kind of advise not to, because it kaboom. Just different ways, or just simply blow it out, or a clap was one of my first methods when I first started. Like, this was one method that I had down. It was like a clap. It's kind of not blowing out, but it is a clap. There's so many different ways. There's this method where you lick your 2 fingertips, smash it, call it good. Do it really fast. You won't feel a thing. But to be safe and all, I would say advise you to get a snuffler. They're really cheap. You can find them at secondhand stores. I bought my snuffer for like $5 at my witch's shop. I decided to buy it there to kind of support the business. But yeah, this is my methods and ways on how to snuff a candle. If you have your ways and you have like a special technique or a karate chop or whatever ways of how do you snuff a candle, your magical candle out, leave it down in the comments below or make a video. So till then guys, thank you for watching and subscribing. Blessed be.